You guys, this is brutal. This is the second week in a row I have done my live Q&A and YouTube is giving me shit. So, just so you guys can see what's going on my end. It's just spinning there and spinning and spinning and spinning. So, yeah, I don't even know how to tell you guys to get to this video, but yeah, I can see you guys in the chat section like, wait, how do we even get there? That's a great question. There's Brian. Okay, I've got Brian here. Steve's here. Okay, 13 of you guys just joined really fast. I don't know what's going on with the other one. So what I'm gonna do is, from my cell phone, I'm gonna read your questions. Welcome. Okay, glad. Yes, you guys are finding me. 38, 44 of you have found me. All right, guys, you guys are quick. You're quick. Listen, when life throws you curveballs, what do, guys? You freaking implement and you pivot. Just like with your relationships with women, you freaking pivot. You move things around really quickly. 52 of you guys are here. So I won't be able, let's see if I can see the chat. I think I can see the chats as they come. So I'm gonna answer the questions on my computer, and we're gonna go at this. So guys, I just welcome you here. Before we get started on this live Q&A, I would love to just ground you guys, and you can ground with me. So let's just all take in a deep breath together. Thank you for loving my hair today. It's like a wild mess, but I'm trying to go with an intentional messy look. So let's just ground. I want everyone to take in a deep breath with me. Ground means just coming back to your body without the distractions of your mind, the distractions of circumstances, and coming back to your peace inside. So just, let's do it one more time. Yeah, let's do it one more. And all right, guys, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for pivoting with me as we have issues with it on my laptop, but it seems to be working on my cell phone. So thank you guys so much for just this pivot. And I really want to get into your questions and just say that I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. It really is an honor to be able to speak into your life. And so I don't take that honor lightly. And I'm hoping that these AirPod Pros stay in my ear. I just got these. I'm the only one that's like not a big fan. Thank you guys for asking about Andy. Andy is doing much better. He's like back to work in full swing. And my sister is doing good, but yeah, thank you for asking about her. She could actually use some prayers. She lives in the nursing home. If you don't know about my sister, she got hit by a drunk driver. And so she's been living there for like 10 years. The accident happened 10 years ago, and she's still, someone just said something really funny. She's been in a nursing home for 10 years, and we just found out that she has a case of pneumonia. So if you can say a prayer for Sarah, I always ask you guys to send thoughts and prayers to Sarah. I would really appreciate that. Okay. So Ninja Wolf, I'm reading from my laptop because basically the way it happens here on my cell phone is the chats pop up, but I don't know if I can like scroll through them on my phone. So I'm going to go through the ones on my laptop, and then I'll answer those first, and then I'll see the ones that are coming up on my cell phone. So Ninja Wolf, he always asks the questions first. So, I want to honor that guy for always being on it. He says, can insecurity and jealousy turn any woman off 100% and end the relationship instantly? Not getting anything here where you can F off and you can suck a bag up. Okay. Because no woman wants a man who's arrogant like Martin Payne from his show. Okay. Here's the thing about insecurity and jealousy is it's not so much that for the woman it's going to end it for her instantly, but it is a red flag. And when you're feeling insecure and jealous, What happens is when we're insecure and jealous and that rules us in our relationships, what we essentially do is we start sabotaging the relationship. You start sabotaging your time with that woman. And so what I would say to you is, if you're someone who deals with insecurity and jealousy, obviously I would highly suggest you doing my emotional warrior program, because what that does is it like helps bring you back to yourself as a man, and also redefine you, because a lot of times we have childhood traumas that happen and they create a different identity for us that's not our real identity, or we have abandonment issues, and so we react through insecurity and jealousy. And so we have to go on a journey of reclamation and reclaiming those parts of us, which is a big part of what that emotional warrior program is. So I'll be sure to put that like in the links in the comment section, but I would really suggest that you do that, because here's the thing, like, even if it's not a deal breaker for every woman, but if it keeps showing up, like I said, you will sabotage the relationship. So it's just better to heal yourself. It's better to heal and reclaim those parts of you so that it doesn't show up in every relationship. Okay, who has another question? I think, girl. Okay. So Jim Bro just asked me a question on the other feed on my laptop. He says, help, a girl I like thinks I'm a player. Ha ha ha. Is that good? Okay. So on an ego, from the ego side, does it make you look cool to her? Yes. Like, will she find you attractive if she thinks you're a player? Yeah, it appeals to the ego. Like, oh, other women want this man. So like, it definitely plays into the ego, Jim Bro. But the challenge is, when a woman wants to feel safe with you and actually give you her heart and actually like connect with you from her like real self, like apart from her ego, but just like the heart of hearts, her like tender side, she's gonna have a hard time trusting you. So what I would do, Jim Bro, is I would ask her, why do you have that impression of me? And ask her why. And then, be like, listen, that's like other people's opinions. What I want to do for you is I want to give you an opportunity to get to know me for me, and not based on what you think about me. So make sure that you like get her on a date and you show her like that you're just a normal guy with normal insecurities, and but yet that you're still playful and you're still sexy. Like, show her both sides of you, because typically guys who are players are guys who have more of like an avoidant attachment style, which you'll hear me starting to talk about attachment styles here. So a guy with an avoidant attachment style always remains like elusive. It's just like always keeping people away. And so while that may be entertaining for a woman in the beginning, the longevity of that is not sustainable, because she'll never feel safe with you and she'll never park her heart with you. So, I mean, if you're just trying to like play games, like, it's a great way to like attract girls who have like insecurity and self-esteem issues, which will give you drama and problems in the future. But if you want to do this like the way that creates longevity, like take her out, let her get to know the real you, and don't play any games with her. Just like keep it real, keep it 100. So here's another question. It's from Mario Abate. He says, bonjour, Arica. This is Mario from Argentina, Patagonia. Is it true that a woman wants a well-spoken pervert who spoils her twice a week? Okay, you got several things going on in that question, Mario. Oh, well, listen, every woman's different, okay? Yeah, some women, we really dig the dirty talk. I think dirty talk is really good. But if you're going to have dirty talk, it has to be with a woman who is really comfortable with her sexuality. The more that a woman is comfortable with her sexuality, the more dirty talk is going to be important to her, because that is the dance of seduction. Like, when you're away from her, that's how you can sexually escalate things, is through dirty talk, by promising her, these are the things that I'm going to do to your body, and being able to articulate them in detail so that she gets a visual, but she can also feel it in her body before she even has sex with you. And spoils her twice a week. What does that mean, spoil her twice a week? Like, I don't know. I want to get spoiled every day. Hi, Jason from Texas. I'm just trying to read your questions here. Okay, so George Thummel is asking a really great question. He says, I like this woman, and any time that she starts getting close to me or starts having feelings for me, she runs away. Why is that? Here's the thing, George, like everyone has their issues. Like she could have came out of like a bad relationship. And so when she's connecting with you and she feels emotions for you, or she goes, I really like this guy, like chances are she could be still healing herself. And when a person is still in healing mode, they don't 100% trust themselves. So if they don't trust themselves, they're not going to always trust what they're feeling inside. So the best thing that you can do, instead of like going through a lot of mental masturbation and like hypothesizing like a million reasons why she's acting this way, the best thing to do is to talk to her in person, get her on a date, whether it's a dinner date, a coffee, glass of wine, ask her out and just talk about it. Because here's the thing, a lot of the skills that I teach you men, you know, a lot of you guys here are single. Some of you here are in relationships, but the majority of you are single. But the skills that I'm equipping you guys with, these carry on into your relationships. In fact, they carry into every aspect of your life. You think that I'm just giving you dating, sex, relationship advice. I'm actually like, the advice I give you, you can apply to everything. And so this can apply to any aspect of your life. When you don't understand what's going on with someone, the best thing to do to find out is to have a conversation about it and have an honest conversation. So she's backing off. There's some fear involved there. So you want to make her feel as safe as you possibly can. So just saying like, hey, one, you look really beautiful today, tonight, whatever. But I have to say, like, I'm really enjoying spending time with you, and tell her why. You know, women, as I've shared with you before, like women want to know, like, how do I impact a man? So tell her like why you enjoy spending time with her, and make her feel good about herself, make her feel good about how you feel about her or how you enjoy the interactions with her, but then ask the question. So listen, like, I feel like whenever you and I start getting close, there's this part of you that I just feel like backs away. And that's like creating a lot of confusion for me. And so, you know, I'm not really sure whether I should continue pursuing you or not. Just, you know, can you tell me why you back away? Like, what's that about? And listen to her, listen to what she says. Don't be quick to answer for her. Just pause and listen to her. Because if you try to help her come up with answers, then it's not coming from her. Let her tell you what's going on inside of her, and just pause and wait for it. What's the next question? Brian Hardman. Hey, boo-boo. I love Brian. Let's see. Hello from New York. I'm just trying to find the questions here in this chat. Ninja Wolf, you come in hot. Ninja Wolf comes in with like 20 questions all at once. He's like, boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's see if I can read. Hi, Cole from Kansas. I'm going to see if I can read these chats. Damn, I'm not being able to read them. Okay. Live chats. Okay, so it's not showing them on my phone. So Ivan says, why are women crazy? You know, I don't think that women alone are crazy. I think that people are crazy, and I think craziness is unresolved trauma. How can you tell when a woman truly has fallen in love with you? When a woman is truly fallen in love with you, she's going to be super vulnerable with you. She's going to be super inclined to make you happy. Like, she's going to be very inclined to want to nurture you, support you, champion you. She's going to prioritize you with her time. Like, she's going to make you a priority in her schedule. She's not going to blow you off. Like, you're going to see that you've gone up the ladder in terms of priorities in her life. So, you know, vulnerability, like being super open and honest with you, being supportive of you, being compassionate, championing you, being really invested into your life. Like, what's your day like? What are your challenges at work? Following up with you on that. and prioritizing you, putting you number one. Why did I lose interest with most women after I sleep with them a few times? Brian, that's really good. Chances are, my darling, you probably have an avoidant attachment style, believe it or not. And there is a wonderful book called Attached. Maybe I can put that in the links as well. But you should research that, because essentially, when you detach from someone after having sex, like having sex is like in a body exchange, right? But what happens after that? Then the attachment, the connection of the heart comes. And so when people have like unresolved wounds, unresolved trauma, and it starts getting to that place of intimacy where it starts getting to their heart, they get scared, and they just subconsciously just start disconnecting, severing things. And so, babe, I would say to you, like, if that is something that you don't want and you eventually want to meet with a woman, like, start looking into, like, what about intimacy scares me? And, you know, I would also suggest to you my emotional warrior program, because at the end of the day, like, I'm all here to equip men to feel confident and to be able to trust relationships and to be able to open their hearts to intimacy and how to really truly connect with a woman, and not just have these like pseudo connections that only last very short term but don't create longevity. Like, just think legacy minded, guys. Like, ask yourself, like, is the behavior that's showing up in my life, is this a legacy that I want to leave behind? Because as what we're learning through Corona and all that is, like, tomorrow's not promised to any of us. So if what am I doing today? I married Sarah, a woman I never got sick of. I lasted 7 years, but since the divorce, I haven't found anyone else. Yeah, babe. So maybe ask yourself, like, am I afraid? Like, when a man goes through a divorce, like, that feels like failure. And if you don't know how to correct what went wrong, then chances are you're not going to want to get into another relationship until that is resolved. So I would encourage you, like, get the tools, like, find out what it is, what was your part in the divorce, and then ask yourself, like, am I willing to change that? Am I really willing to change the man that I am so that I can feel equipped in my next relationship, so that I don't feel like shit, I could fail, I don't have the tools to make this marriage or any relationship last. But there's definitely, I will just shoot you very honest, babe, like, there's definitely some self-protection going on with you. If you're disconnecting with women after just a couple times, there's definitely some self-protection for sure. So I hope that supports you. So Brian asked a while ago, I remember, because I know Brian, so I remembered his question. He was like, Arica, what's the difference between arrogance and confidence? And I think that is such a great thing. Arrogance is very ego-driven, and arrogance actually has a lot of fear attached to it. So arrogance, sorry, I've got like this crazy ass fly. That just bothers me. Arrogance is attached to fear. Arrogance is, it's the energy behind it, Brian. Arrogance says, like, I gotta maintain this like look and this persona for you to accept me. And the minute that I'm imperfect with that, then you're gonna see that I'm a flawed human being, and I don't want that. That scares me. So it's an energy of fear, and it's an energy, it comes with a motive of trying to prove oneself to people. When you try to prove yourself to people, that is fear-based. Confidence is, hey, this is who I am. I want to celebrate myself. If I make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. If I get embarrassed and I do something stupid, it's not the end of the world. Like, I'm an infallible human being. I make mistakes. But shit, at least I did my best. You see the energy there? Like, a person who's arrogant, like, watch their behavior. Like, if something embarrassing happens, like, there's a lot of shame. The energy of shame is really attached to arrogance, because it's a self-protection mechanism to come across as like flawless so that no one can hurt them. But when you're confident, you know that there's not shame attached behind it. And it's just like, yeah, like, I'm doing the best that I can, but sometimes I'm going to F up, or sometimes things aren't going to go perfectly the way I want them to, but it's not the end of the world. And whether people accept me or not, like, I'm good with me. At the end of the day, confidence is I'm good with me. At the end of the day, arrogance is I need you to be good with me. Do you see the difference there? Confidence says, at the end of the day, I am good with me. Arrogance, the energy, the messaging behind that is, I need you to be good with me. And most arrogant people will say, I don't need other people, like I'm good on my own. But it's really horseshit. Like I've learned in life, don't listen to what people say. Watch their actions, watch their behaviors, because their behaviors will say, you know, what's really going on inside. A lot of people BS and go, oh, this doesn't bother me, but watch their actions. If their body like tightens up, or like they start like becoming aggressive when like people don't perceive them as being confident, then it's coming from a fear energy, and it's needing like people to either approve of them, or a self-protection of like, please don't see the real me, because the real me is, I haven't come to terms with that part of myself, and so I'm really scared. I hope that helps, Brian. I've been going deep with some of these answers. Who's got another question for me? And it, like I said, on my phone, I can't go and scroll. Black, you're so welcome for my videos. I'm so glad that they are helping you in your dating life. That is my heart, is to really help you guys, and also help bring some transformation to you guys. So those of you who have not done my Emotional Warrior program, listen, you really are missing out. Do you guys follow me on Instagram? It's at and then Arica, Arica, Angelo. Someone just gave me a really great compliment about the program. My guy, Sean, I think I saw Sean's name here. Sean gave me an amazing compliment about it, and I'm about to share it in my Instagram stories. What do you say if a guy doesn't like the way he looks? Why should a girl, wait, I don't know what that question is. Yup, 34, you're gonna have to rephrase that. All right, guys, I'm gonna take 2 more questions, and then we're gonna wrap this up, because I can only hold my phone so long. Thank you, Cayman, for following me on Instagram. Come on, guys, 2 more questions, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Hey, Sean, thank you for being here, babe. James, thank you for being here. Thank you, guys. If there's no more questions, then I'm going to wrap this thing up. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I just, here's one. Karen, my wife left me 4 months ago. I found out she's having a long-distance emotional affair with an ex who she had an affair with. Should I confront her about this? Hell yeah, you should. Okay, see, there goes the fire. I was calm, and then I just got popped off, because, you know, I don't like seeing people being taken advantage of. Yes, absolutely, you need to confront your wife. If she's having an emotional affair, listen, you have to do it in a way that she doesn't feel threatened. If you come at her full force, she may just lie to you, and it's not about like you making it easy on her, but you want to make it easy on you, because if she lies to you, then you prolong the process of getting to the actual truth. So just like make it super safe for her. This is what you want to say to her. Hey, listen, I want to take you out to dinner. You guys go to dinner. And say, you know what, I love you very much, and you're very special to me, and I want you to know that. So it kind of like de-escalates her, so she's not like feeling afraid. And then after you've kind of brought her guard down, and say, listen, I know that you're having an emotional affair with this person. Let's have a conversation about that. Don't say, can we talk? Because that's not an option. Like, she violated your boundary, your trust, your covenant as a couple. So you have every right to confront her with this. Say, we're going to talk about this right now. It's not, can we talk about it? You're not asking for her permission, because she didn't ask for your permission by going and cheating on you. So you don't need to ask her permission for having this confrontational conversation. So absolutely, you need to have a conversation about this. And there needs to be, you need to ask yourself, what do you want to do about it? Like, is this a deal breaker for you? Do you need to divorce her? Do you guys need to separate and go see a therapist together and work on the marriage? Like, obviously there's a disconnect there, something underneath what's going on in your relationship isn't really working out, like for her or for you. So if she's willing to confront that, then you guys need to like work through that, go see a therapist together. do my emotional warrior program together. Sean had a great idea. He was like, you need to start creating programs for people to connect with their children, because this program helps people also not just reclaim themselves, but how to like really connect with people from a heart level, which is what we're all so desperate for. So that's why I really encourage you guys to get that emotional warrior program. There's a need that's not being met. Anytime someone cheats, there's a need not being met. Either it's a need she's not meeting in herself, and it can also be a need that's not being met in the relationship. So I definitely would encourage you, you 100% have to have a conversation with her, but the first conversation needs to be had with yourself. And that is, what do I want? What kind of outcome do I want? And am I willing to work through this? If I am willing to work through this in this marriage, what am I willing to give, and what are my boundaries? So you really, with this kind of situation, you have to have boundaries, my darling. And you need to ask yourself, like, what are, if we are going to move forward, what are my non-negotiables? And so making a list of what that looks like. But I would definitely encourage you guys, like, get therapy if you can't afford therapy, you know, do my emotional warrior course together. But something has to change, and you 100% have to confront this, but do it in a loving way, because if you come at her aggressively, chances are she's just going to lie and shut down, and it's just going to exacerbate things and prolong the process. You just want to get to the heart of it, and you want to get to it fast. And what's the saying? You attract more flies through honey than vinegar. So keep that in mind. Guys, I love you so much. And once again, it's just really an honor to be able to support your hearts. Thank you for pivoting with me. Look at the YouTube thing. It's still spinning. Still spinning. Really, YouTube? Like, guys, come on, get on this. Guys, thank you for pivoting with me. I really appreciate it. And I love you so much. And know this, guys, like, you really do have what it takes. You know, the reason why you come here is just for me to give you tools. But all of the answers are inside of you. I just help, like, move things around in your heart and help liberate you so that you can tap into the infinite wisdom that you have on the inside. But you are all champions. You all have what it takes. I'm just here to guide you and give you the tools so that you can really experience that in your life on a day-to-day basis and actually live that out. So thank you so much. Don't forget, check out my emotional warrior program. It's something that I believe every man should do. That's how much I believe and support that program. I'm 100% confident that every man could benefit from this. Definitely get your hands on that. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. And I hope that you feel my love, because I know right now in these times, like, we all need to feel that we're loved and that we're not alone. And I just want you to know that you are not alone and that you are loved. And thank you for coming to my community to receive that love, because you're so worthy of it. So you guys take care. Thank you again for being patient with YouTube and for pivoting with me today. I love you, and I will see you soon. And now I have to figure out how to end this on my phone. I don't know. I think I hit the X. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.